wizard Gandalf has chosen Bilbo Baggins to join Thorin's company on their quest to the Lonely Mountain. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Line Unbroken, my progression-style playthrough series of the Lord of the Rings living card game. I'm playing the nightmare version of We Must Away a Great Day, first Hobbit Saga quest. We're a few attempts in at this point, because this particular quest includes a frustrating combination of brutal treacheries and high threat cards, so if I'm not getting hit by the treacheries, I'm getting location locked, which has caused some difficulties. Getting location locked, causing the game to drag on for longer, which means I get killed by the treacheries. But, okay, so the setup is unchanged. I need to reveal 2 cards. Troll Key and Troll Purse gain Surge. This opening hand has a secrecy card in it, which is good. This one does not have King Under the Mountain, which is not good, but I already mulliganed it. Red Riverbank, and no Campfire. Alright, I am going to immediately scoop the setup, because this deck starts at 20 threat, so it gets 1 round of definite secrecy. So anything that raises my threat immediately during setup is basically not acceptable, and I'm just automatically going to reset the game. 1 by 1. Choose and destroy a character with a sack card attached, then return that sack card to the top of the sack deck and sack 1. Well, this does nothing because no one is in a sack. And Red Riverbank, so a very gentle setup the second time around for this recording. At first they had passed through Hobbit lands, a wild, respectable country, inhabited by decent folk, with good roads, an inn or two, and now and then a dwarf or a farmer ambling by on business. Then they came to lands where people spoke strangely, and sang songs Bilbo had never heard before. And Control N, we begin the game. Here is Down Ruins. Okay, so immediately timely aid. Top 5 cards of my deck. Glare is my definite choice. Shuffle the deck and exhaust Glare to draw a card. Errand Rider, which obviously I can't afford right now. Play Build a Pony for free since I have Sam. And that is fine. Over here, let's play Down the Ruins. Steward is good to start with. I'm going to discard Dory. And Down the Ruins again. Okay, I don't really want to discard a second copy of Dory. I'm actually going to discard the Warden of Healing, since I do have, I think, 3 copies of the Warden in both decks. So a total of 6 copies around the table. But after that draw, nothing that I actually want to be playing. So there is 2 threats in the staging area. I do want to take some time to just get myself set up, so I don't really need to be making a lot of progress at this point. So 3, 5, 7. Yeah, we'll go with 7. Instant fine. Each engaged troll enemy makes an immediate attack. If the players are at stage 1, immediately advance to stage 2A. No. I will exhaust Eleanor to cancel this and replace it with Roastamore Boilem. Deal 1 damage to each ally. 2 damage if there's a troll in the staging area. Okay. And 1 by 1. Which, of course, does nothing. Okay, so I actually make 5 progress. Which is not necessarily a good thing, since I don't want to advance the quest too soon. But at least I'm not getting flooded with horrible stuff, so Red Riverbank. I will travel to it. First, at the beginning of the refresh phase, place the top card of the encounter discard pile on the bottom of the encounter deck and raise each player's threat by that card's threat. The top card of the discard pile is a treachery, so no threat is raised. I'm going to move this deck a bit further over this way, go over across the table, control N for a new round. Okay. I exhaust Glare Wine, have this deck draw another card. And now I'm going to put Steward of Gondor onto Eleanor. Exhaust it to get 2 more resources. Now, getting Dory into play would be pretty good. His deck may want to play its Downs Runes. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, so pay 3 for the Gladwin's Greeting. Drop this deck's threat by 6, back to 15. So, we're in secrecy and can play Out of the Wild for 1 resource. I look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Okay. Comfortable Light I can deal with. Night Wind Slow, not that bad. Reasonable Boiling, not that bad. No Campfire, however, is something I definitely want to get rid of. So that goes to the victory display. Out of the Wild goes to the victory display. And we shuffle the encounter deck. Now let's see, over here. I'm going to want to play this Errand Rider. Maybe the Westfold Outrider. Let's play Darren's Runes. Draw 2. Okay, actually, I discard the Westfold Outrider. And then I'm going to play this Timely Aid. Okay, so we'll have... Oh no. I'm going to play Errand Rider, move a resource to put into Sam, and then play this Timely Aid to bring in Bargain and Butterbear. Which I guess means this deck isn't playing anything more. I think I'm okay with that. Or, no, obviously this is going slightly out of sequence, but I would have, after I discarded the Westfold Outrider to the Darren's Runes, obviously I knew I didn't need both of Mary's resources, so I could pass 1 to Biffa. And bring in Dory. Okay, there is no threat in the staging area. I have both are available to adjust my questing. It would be nice to make the 5 progress and explore the location. But I don't need any more than that. So say I quest for just 5. Or maybe 6. Assuming I'll get at least some threat this time. There we go, Comfortable Light. And Wind-Whipped Rain. Honestly, The only attachment I have in play at the moment is Steward of Gondor, which I don't particularly want to lose, but I can deal with losing it. So, discard Steward of Gondor. There goes Windbrook Rain. I make 1 progress. This is okay. At the beginning of the refresh phase, Red River Bank means I return Windbrook Rain to the bottom of the encounter deck, and each deck raises its threat by 0. And Control N to go into the new round. Four goes back over here. I exhaust Glamour to draw another card. And this deck has drawn another card as well. King Under the Mountain. That's great to see. So, okay, I only have the one Errand Rider, so let's transfer a resource from Merry to... Yeah... No, okay, we'll go from Merry to Barlin. And that'll be it in this deck. Now I can play King Under the Mountain onto Barlin. Exhaust it to look at these 2 cards, and I will discard the Ministerial Lamplight. I will also play 2 for the West Road Traveller, returning Red River back to the staging area, switching it with Comfortable Light. But progress cannot be placed here. I avoid the travel cost this way, so I do not have to sack 1, and forced after Comfortable Light becomes the active location, discard it. So, alright, that's going to be it. There's only 2 threat in the staging area. I really don't want to be making progress particularly, so I'm just going to quest for 3. Reveal a cave entrance and another Red River Bank. So there's now 5 threat in the staging area. Oh, the Comfortable Light is now the top card of the discard pile. Oh well. Okay, so... I don't have a resource to bring in Bowfer, so... I don't have any choice here. There's 5 threat in the staging area. So I lose the quest by 2. And I should travel to one of these Red River Banks. Cave entrance is at the end of the round, Red River Bank is at the beginning of the refresh phase. So let's go to the Red River Bank with no progress. At the beginning of the refresh phase, Comfortable Light goes on the bottom of the encounter deck, and both decks raise their threat by 5. This is unfortunate. And then the other Red River Bank also goes off, but Roastmore Boiling has no threat. And then at the end of the round, the cave entrance, since it's in the staging area, returns the top 2 cards of the discard pile, as there are 2 players in the game. Not a significant issue. My only concern is my threat. Okay, and King Under the Mountain. Would have been nice. I should have exhausted King Under the Mountain in the refresh phase, and I could have discarded the spare King Under the Mountain. As it is, I suppose I do have a Warden of Healing in the hand of this deck. Whereas more Errand Riders could be useful or not. I will discard the Errand Rider. With this deck, we'll exhaust Glare to draw another card. Exhaust the Errand Rider to move a resource from Sam to Arnor, maybe? Yeah. Go with Eleanor. And actually, I suppose I'll play this Warden of Healing and exhaust him to heal Glare and kill the pony. Leave it at that. And over here, nothing. Okay, there's 3 threat in the staging area, and the Red River Bank has 5 quest points. So, quest for 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. And we reveal something fine. Eleanor, Lone Lands, and Comfortable Light. So I've added 7 threat to the staging area. So I'll pay 1 to bring in Bofa. Increasing my willpower to 11. So I make 1 progress, and then Bofa will return to my hand. I am getting towards location lock. I'm also getting towards the point at which I'd actually be okay with advancing the quest, which is something, and as soon as I can travel to Comfortable Light, obviously it'll vanish. But okay, there are 2 red riverbanks and a cave entrance in the staging area, but there's only 1 card in the discard pile, and it has no threat. So, never mind that. Control N, Bilbo is back over here. This deck is draw a card, and come into the mountain. Okay, obviously I will discard the Envoy, and hold on to the Gondor. Those Glare to draw a card here. Alright. Yeah, maybe I do want to start moving on. It would be nice to have Daggers of Westerness. That's the one thing I'm really missing at this point. But, well, let's see. Yeah, Daggers of Westerness would make a big difference. I don't have them. I have Sneak Attack Gandalf, I could draw more cards, but, well, that wouldn't help immediately. Okay, over here I'm definitely playing Steward of Gondor, getting 2 more resources which will be spent on the West Road Traveller. So once again I switch these locations, and the Comfortable Light is discarded. At some point I will explore a Red River Bank, I'm sure. But right now, Okay, let's see. No, I think I still want to hold off for another round or two. So, the threat in the staging area is 2, 4, 5, 7. I don't know, maybe I do think about advancing at this point. Okay, so I think, regardless, I want to sneak attack Gandalf and trigger his effect to draw cards. Oh, but this is the point. I want to decide if I'm planning to advance before I finish planning, because if I'm planning to advance, then I want to play these 3 fast hitches and ringmail onto Bilbo. Whereas if I'm not, I don't. I think it's much easier if I just decide I'm going to advance. So, actually, I'm not sure if I want all 3 fast hitches on Bilbo or if I want one of them on Merry. No, I think all 3 on Bilbo is okay. So, fast hitches. And ringmail. However, I do not actually plan on Bilbo defending this round, so I don't need Arwen immediately. So, I sneak attack Gandalf and draw 3 cards. Okay. Now, yes, as I said, there's 7 threats in the staging area. First 4, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. 16. And reveal. Hungry Troll. The first player chooses a troll enemy in the staging area and engages that enemy. If there are no troll enemies in the staging area, this card gains Surge. Troll Purse, which has Surge from the Nightmare card. I'm just going to put it over here for a moment. A Murder of Crows. First time I've seen one of these. And revealed, reveal a random card from the encounter discard pile and add it to the staging area, if able. There are 2 cards in the discard pile. So I still have to reveal another card after this. I could actually just cancel this when revealed effect. We're up to 11 threats. So if I randomly reveal the Comfortable Light, then I would already be at the point of only breaking even. Whereas if I reveal Hungry Troll, then it would surge into another card. And then I would still have to reveal the second card of staging. So, under the circumstances, I think I am actually going to spend 1 for a test of will on this, and reveal the second card of staging, which is Hungry Troll, which surges into Lots or None at All. There are no troll enemies in the staging area, so this card gains Doom 2. Okay, I'm making 5 progress. And I advance the quest. Obviously trolls. Even Bilbo, in spite of his sheltered life, could see that. From the great heavy faces of them, and their size, and the shape of their legs, not to mention their language, which was not drawing room fashion at all. When revealed, add the subsystem troll enemies in the troll cave to the staging area, shuffle the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. So, Now, I have to bear in mind at this point, as I shuffle the discard pile back into the encounter deck, I have to bear in mind Pippin. Pippin is adding currently 4 to all the engagement costs. So Tom's engagement cost is 37, so I don't have to engage him. Gandalf returns to my hand. And Bert's engagement cost is 27. So I do have to engage him. That's slightly annoying, because it means I won't get to draw an extra card for Pippin. Since I was planning on engaging him anyway. Troll Purse, of course, it is now attached to a troll enemy. So let's put it here on Bert. Oh, that's something I don't have. I don't have a troll camp, so I can't actually remove sacks right now. I have Bilbo all ready to remove sacks, but he can't actually do it as yet. So that's a thing. Now, well, obviously I want to travel somewhere. Lone Lands would be the least quest points, but I really should probably get rid of Red Riverbanks. So let's go to a Red Riverbank. Now I also have to consider how much threat I will be leaving in the staging area. 2, 3, 5, 9, 12, 15, 17, 20. I'm definitely engaging Bert. Okay, so 17. And that's still quite a bit. Of course, I could engage the Murder of Crows. I could also engage Tom, though I'm more reluctant to engage Tom. The Murder of Crows is more threat. So, yeah, okay, let's engage the Murder of Crows. This readies Sam and lets me draw a card for Pippin. Timely Aid, which would be useful if I was in secrecy, which I'm not. And Bert will naturally engage this deck, since this deck is first player. So in fact there is 13 threat in the staging area. And after Bert engages a player, sack 1. A worn sack attached to the hero with the most resources. That would be Bilbo. I'm okay with this. As soon as I find a troll camp, he can remove it, because of all those resources that he has. Deal shadow cards. Okay, so I'm going to sneak attack Gandalf and deal 4 damage to Bert, probably. I suppose I could deal 4 damage to Tom, but it's going to take a little while to get rid of him. Regardless. How many more Gandalfs have I got? I mean, it's certainly possible that I can... Oh no, wait. Troll enemies not engaged with the player cannot take damage. So Tom is not an option. So a bit of damage to Bert. And now yeah, okay, so I will feint it, and Gandalf will defend against crows. Is attacking me as a troll? It is not. Oh right, I wasn't planning to use that feint. Well, I use the Errand Rider to move a resource from Bilbo to Merry. Bilbo Baggins cannot gain resources from play card effects, but he can lose them from play card effects. I play Halfling Determination to increase Merry's attack by 2. So since I control 4 Hobbit heroes, he is now attacking for a total of 6. And deals another 4 damage to Bert. So next round, Bert can be finished off. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have bothered with that. Because without it, he was still taking 2 damage. And, well, no, I was going to say I could do the same thing next round, but next round I will only control 3 Hobbit heroes. So yeah, we stick with this. Now, the murder of crows. If they would be destroyed, shuffle them back into the encounter deck instead. I have to debate as to whether I actually want to destroy them for this reason. Or to try to destroy them. Maybe I should have brought some forest snares. Because if I just leave them here, then they won't trigger their when reveals, and of course they won't... Okay, actually I was going to say they won't recur, they won't reshuffle the encounter deck, but of course the encounter deck was just reshuffled when I advanced the quest. So this is kind of the best time to kill them. Not that I have enough attack power to do so. I mean, I didn't really think about that aspect. So I can attack for a total of 3. Sam, of course, was boosted when I engaged the crows. I deal 2 damage. Gandalf returns to my hand. There are 2 red riverbanks in play, so at the beginning of the refresh phase, these 2 cards go back to the bottom of the encounter deck. Oh, and at the end of combat phase, I raise my threat by 1 to keep it engaged with me. Bilbo is back over here. Such character cannot ready, attack, defend, commit to quests, or trigger effects, but he still gains resources. Go in. Okay, Clear Wine. Draw another card. Windmail. Steal Gondor and King into the Mountain. Dorian Envoy of Palantir. Discard Dory, since he's already in play. Now, if I can just find a troll camp, Bilbo can get out of the sack, and I can make him a pretty solid defender. On the other hand, I could hardcast Gandalf at this point. He's also an option. I may want to save the leadership resource on Balin just for cancelling shadow effects. I have a feint over here. It's worth bearing in mind. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I can use one of Bilbo's resources. 5, Gandalf, and I was thinking of just damaging Bert to kill him. But equally, I could actually drop this deck's threat so that I can continue not engaging Tom. On the other hand, I really need to get rid of Bert. This is why I shouldn't have bothered with using Halfling Determination last round. Or maybe I should have used it to kill the murder of crows. Yes. So, okay. Damage Bert. Now, after attached troll enemy is destroyed, the first player may spend 1 bagging resource to claim the troll place and attach it to Bilbo. Also, I still need the troll key to go to the troll cave. But, alright, now I have the purse, and I have Gandalf in play, and I'm also going to play Arwen. Over here, don't play anything. I'm not in secrecy, so I can't play these 2 events for 1 resource. I can't afford them at full cost. I want to save a tactics resource for feint. So yeah, 2, 3, it should be 13. 2, 3, 5, 8, 11, 13, yeah. So that's quest 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Arwen targets Gandalf. 16. Is that all I can do? I mean, obviously I could send Gandalf, but I really need to have Gandalf available, I think. For combat. So it may be that this is all I can do. Okay, so questing for 16. And reveal, Mike wins slow. And reveal, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, well there is no discard pile, and reveal 1 additional encounter card. I suppose I could shuffle the encounter deck, but I don't know the order of the deck, so it makes no difference. Hungry Troll, which surges. Oh no, it doesn't. There are trolls in the staging area, so it doesn't say. First player chooses a troll enemy in the staging area and engages that enemy. Alright. I mean, I would prefer to have the trolls engage with this deck, but I'm still okay to go for this. It takes some threat out of the staging area, so let's engage Tom. And sack 1. A strong sack attached to the character, excluding Gandalf with the highest printed attack. That's going to be Dory, isn't it? 2 printed attack. Okay. That makes Dory somewhat less useful, but I suppose he saved the sack from going on to someone else. There's now 3 less threats in the staging area. And I have to reveal another card. Dreary Hills. 3 more threats in the staging area. Okay. Where do I have less needed resource? Sam, I think. Move a resource from Sam to Eleanor. And pay 1 to bring in Beaufort. Also then committed to the quest. Increasing my willpower by 2. So I make 5 progress. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th discards a card from the top of the encounter deck. Which is a troll card. Great. One card that I really want to see in play. And since I quested successfully, Beaufort returns to my hand. Now let's travel to the other Red River bank. I don't want to engage William at this point. Okay, so well, I use this feint on Tom. Okay, and of course Gandalf is a sentinel thanks to Arwen, so he defends. Based the defending character gets -1 defense. That's really not a problem. And now I can't do any damage to Tom. Maybe I should have defended with someone else. Or, okay, no, I'm going to retcon this. I take this attack undefended because I can deal the damage to Barman and Butterbear. And now this means that Gandalf is ready to attack and deal 2 damage to Tom. Over here, here's the discard pile looking reasonable. Yeah. I will kill off the Murder of Crows, which is shuffled back into the encounter deck. Shadow card is discarded, of course. And now Red Riverbank returns Nightwing Slow to the bottom of the encounter deck. And the Cave Entrance returns Windwhip Rain and Red Riverbank to the bottom of the encounter deck. And this deck has to raise its threat by 1 to stay engaged with Tom. Of course, William's engagement cost is currently 41. When Bilbo comes back over here, it'll be 42. So I still have some time before I need to deal with that. Gandalf is discarded at the end of the round. Control N. Bilbo is back over here. Sneak attack. Very good to see. Thrall's Key. Also very good to see. Draw a card. Glare-Wine. Daron's Runes. Draw 2. Hobbit Cloak. Also useful. Maybe I discard one of these secrecy cards that I can't use. Let's discard Timely Aid. So, of course the Hobbit Cloak is intended for Bilbo. However, he is currently in a sack. I will, of course, play another copy of Barnum and Butterbear. And maybe I just don't bother with the Hobbit Cloak right now. Just get it later. Over here, I definitely want Thrall's Key. And I'm going to sneak attack Gandalf. And I could play the Envoy of Pelargir, I suppose. Yeah, so let's play the Envoy of Pelargir, add the resource back to Eleanor, and this seems fine. So there's 6, 8, 11 threat in the staging area. Quest for 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. I'm thinking of using the Envoy as a chump. So 17. And Arwen will target Eleanor. And we reveal another cave entrance, the Troll Key, which I attach to Tom, and it surges into LotR LCG, staging area sack 1. Can I deal with a sack? Or do I cancel this with Eleanor? I think I really have to take this sack because the replacement card could easily be worse. So, a deep sack. Highest printed willpower, Sam. So I've added 1 threat to the staging area. I make 5 progress. The 5th discards a card from the top of the counter deck. I could bring in both more willpower, but I might want those spirit resources. So I'll just discard this card. Okay, so I would have replaced LotR LCG with another copy of LotR LCG. I suppose technically the regular bank should be discarded first. I may have done that wrong last round, but never mind. Okay, cave entrances are not an issue. I don't mind leaving them where they are. I can't yet go to the Troll Cave, but next round I will be able to. Dreary Hills seems like a good idea. So we travel to Dreary Hills. I do not want to engage William. Tom gets a shadow card, and I will sneak attack Gandalf. Deal 4 damage to him. Oh wait, hang on. Where is that card? Okay. Character in a sack cannot ready, but they can exhaust. Which is crucial because now I need to exhaust Bilbo to claim the Troll Key. And now, yes, I defend with the Envoy. She dies, and I attack with Gandalf and deal 2 damage. Shadow card is discarded. Bilbo, move back over here. No, it's at the end of the round. Cave entrance. The 2 cave entrances. Return 2 cards each to the bottom of the encounter deck. Gandalf is back in my hand. And control N. Sam is still exhausted. Bilbo is also still exhausted. This deck draws a card. Test of Will is a very welcome card to see. Going under the mountain. I'll discard the Estuary Lamprite. It's not that important. Steward. Exhaust Glareline. Attack this deck, draw a card. Faint is a good card. This greeting could be relevant. Let's look at Gandalf, of course. This deck has only seen 1 sneak attack. Yeah, for the moment, I'm inclined to just play the greeting and drop this deck back down to 34 threat. And I think just leave it at that. Whereas over here, I play nothing. I suppose I could hard pass Gandalf. Well, I could hardcast Gandalf to kill Tom, or I could hardcast Gandalf to drop my threat, or to draw more cards. All of these are reasonable options. Do I really need resources for anything else? I mean, if I kill Tom, then I don't really need a feint or a half determination. So, Gandalf. Kill off Tom. And now, when at some point I engage William, it will be possible to attack him with multiple characters at a time, which will be very useful. Oh, this deck should have raised its threat by 1 to stay engaged with Tom. Pretty sure I forgot that. There's now 2, 4, 7, 9 threat in the staging area. That's plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Owen could target Gandalf or could target Eleanor. I suppose, yeah, Owen will target Gandalf. And I was questing for 14. Unless, if I target Eleanor instead, then I can quest with Gandalf. So, Arwen will target Eleanor, and I'm questing for 18, I believe. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16, 18, yes. Really, no campfire. I'll do one. And let's just use Arnor on it. Comfortable light. And makes them fine. Each engaged troll enemy makes an immediate attack if the player at stage 1 immediately advances to stage 2. There are no engaged troll enemies, and I am at stage 2, so this does nothing. And that's my staging. So I've added 5 threat to the staging area. I make 4 progress. After placing 1 or more progress tokens on Druid heals, each player must discard 1 card at random from his hand. Random discard Windmail. And random discard Bofur. That's annoying. Maybe I should have brought Bofur into play. But never mind. After Druid heals, each player's an explored location. Build a background gain 1 resource. And that was 2 of my 4 progress, the other 2 discard cards from the encounter deck. Now, the Troll Cave. I have the Troll Key and the Troll Purse, so I just spend 2 bagging resources to go to the Troll Cave. And now I'm really not set up to deal with William, so I will leave him where he is. Discard Gandalf at the end of the round, and control aim. Bilbo and Sam are still exhausted. Bilbo is back over here, and 4 cards went back to the bottom of the encounter deck from the cave entrances. Yeah, Missing Fine is a horrible card early on, and really not that bad later. Okay, I have finally found one of my daggers of Westerners. I've also found Thrall's Map. Okay, ditch the Iron Rider. Greeting is more important. Okay, so let's give Mary a dagger of Westerness. Let's also give Mary this resource. Not sure how much attack I can really manage. Obviously I could have Gandalf. But then I also need a defender. Well, either way, not playing anything else with this deck. Over here, let's put Thrall's Map onto Balin. And play this Greeting, drop this deck back down to 27. And obviously we're out of order here, but debate, do I want to cast Gandalf? I don't really need to. Obviously I'm considering engaging William. But I think I should be able to manage. So we'll go without Gandalf. Now questing. 2, 4, 7, 12. So we quest 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Huh. Maybe I do need Gandalf just for questing. Okay, so I transfer a resource from Bilbo to Biffa and pay 5 like this. For Gandalf, and this deck will drop its threat by 5 down to 32. And quest with Gandalf. I was at 14 before, what am I saying now? 18. This, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18. And we reveal a Murder of Crows. Reveal a random card from the discard pile. There are 4 cards in the discard pile. So, random number 1 to 4. 1. This would be the top card, that being no campfire. Alright, so Doomed 1. And then each player must either increase their threat by 4 or reveal another card. I'm going to exhaust Eleanor to cancel that. And it is replaced with another comfortable light. That was all from my first reveal. The second reveal is the Wicked Hilltops. After placing 1 or more progress tokens on Wicked Hilltops, each player must discard an ally he controls without an attached sack card. This is what Thrall's Key is for. However, I have added the 8, 12 threat to the staging area. Unfortunately, I do not have Bofur anymore. So, I really don't have a way of dealing with this. So, I lose the quest by 6. Alright. Well, okay. Trollcade isn't that's but yeah, okay, this works. I exhaust Thrall's map to choose a location in the staging area and make it the active location. If there is another active location, return it to the staging area. I cannot resolve that part because this is immune to player card effects, but it's a separate effect to the first bit, so normally this would mean I would end up with 2 active locations. In this case, I'm going to a comfortable light because I want to avoid the travel cost and it's the most threat, and after it becomes active, I discard it anyway. Now, under the circumstances, maybe I don't want to engage William. Maybe instead go for the Murder of Crows. On the other hand, well, yes, William has the whole sack issue. Whereas the Murder of Crows just shuffles itself back into the deck after I kill it. By using Halfling Determination, I can attack for 8 and do 6 damage to William. I'm just going to take the crows. Draw a card for Pippin. Errand Rider. Take it undefended. Kill off Arnor and Butterbear. Tap and kill the crows, which are shuffled back into the encounter deck. Cave entrances return much past the bottom of the deck. Oh, there goes my troll camp. I'm sure I'll get a troll camp at some point. Hopefully. It would be really nice to be able to remove these sacks. That would really solve all of my problems. Control N. Another Gandalf. And kill under the mountain, sneak attack, and Arwen. So obviously I will take the sneak attack. Over here, I've just drawn a Warden of Healing that I don't need, and Glare One draws me a Westfold Outrider. Okay. Let's give Mary Sam's resource. Sam is exhausted, so it's Bilbo. And play the Westfold Outrider. While still having a resource for a feint or a half of determination. Let's play Arnor and Butterbear again. So let's do Gondor, and I guess that's it. In the quest phase, I'm going to sneak attack Gandalf and drop this deck's threat by 5, down to 35. So, threaten the staging area 2, 4, 7, 12, 15. Request for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18. And I guess Arwen is targeting Eleanor. Troll Camp! That's great, and Comfortable Light is not so great. Trollmans get +1 threat for each player in the game, so Ruin is getting +2 threat, so in fact I've basically added 10 threat to the staging area. That's unfortunate. But okay, so now that the Troll Camp is in play, it's exhaust Bilbo and spend a bit of resource. So I can ready Bilbo. Oh no, wait, no, oh. Oh. This is poorly set up. Because. So it says, obviously, exhaust Bilbo Baggins, etc. Triggering the sack card. Bilbo Baggins may trigger this effect even with a sack card attached to him, but the sacks say attached character cannot ready. So Bilbo is allowed to exhaust to trigger this effect, even while he has a sack attached. But if he's already exhausted, he can't ready in order to exhaust to remove the sack. So, yeah, so I'm stuck with the sack. Well, with all 3 of these sacks. These 3 fast hitches are completely useless, because I had to exhaust Bilbo to get the troll key. If I hadn't bothered with the troll key, then I could now remove all the sacks. that I didn't think about this. That's really annoying. And really pointless, actually, because since the attached character cannot attack, defend, commit to quests, or trigger effects, what else are they actually going to be doing by readying? But I can't do anything about that. I can discard the Westfold Outrider to engage William, which removes 5 threat from the stage area and draws me a card for Pippin. I'm still losing the quest by 2. And I have to sack 2. Highest printed defense. Well, that's either Eleanor, Biffa, or Balin. I guess I'm gonna go with Eleanor because she doesn't quest. And the ally with the highest printed cost without a sack attached. That's one of the various 2-cost allies. Let's put it on the Warden of Healing because I can just play another one. Alright. And then of course I can exhaust Thrall's map to travel to go to Comfortable Light and discard it. And then we come to combat phase. Oh, that was a sneak attack Gandalf, wasn't it? So he's back in my hands now. Now William is attacking. I'm taking undefended. So I kill off Balin and Butterbear again. And now let's play this Halfling Determination. See, this is the other thing. If it was possible for me to remove the sacks, then I could have readied Sam when I engaged William and had another couple of points of attack. But as it is, now he's still attacking for 3, 5, 7, deals 5 damage. And I have to raise my threat by 1 to keep William engaged with me. Let's do the round. All of these go back to the bottom of the encounter deck. Basically, I have to kill William here. That's the only way I'm going to complete the quest, because I can't quest hard enough to run out the encounter deck. Actually, maybe I can once I get rid of the Comfortable Lights. Having Thrall's map available is actually really useful, because it means that I can still get rid of Comfortable... Well, in general, I can effectively still travel, even though I have an active location that I'm not exploring. Controlling. So, Bilbo and Sam continue to be completely useless. Though I will draw another card. Instead, draws a card. King Under the Mountain, Sneak Attack, and Daeron's Ruins. I want the Sneak Attack. Let's do Gondor. Okay, so in fact I will Sneak Attack Gandalf during the resource phase and deal 4 damage to William. He then returns to my hand. And then in the planning phase, play Gandalf and deal another 4 damage to William. Oh no, no, I haven't explored the troll cave. Do I want to try really hard to get through the troll cave so that I can use the treasures? I don't care. I just want to be done with this quest. So, there are no troll enemies left in play. Advance to the next stage. Don't take your one be stone to you, blah 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 blah, I don't care. Get me out of this quest, I'm done. I really don't like this quest, in case you hadn't realised. I suppose 9, 12, 15 throughout in the staging area. I probably could have. Maybe I could have gotten through the troll cave to get the treasures. Of course, I have more recently actually looked at the rule sheet and realised that you technically only get to use the treasures if you keep using the same heroes. So it really is sort of a proto-campaign mode, only much less well designed for it, because in campaign mode, firstly, there are points where you can switch heroes at sort of narrative breaks, which this doesn't allow for, and also the quests are designed to be in the Lord of the Rings saga. The quests are designed such that none of them are too outlandishly. I'm not sure what the word is. They don't demand a huge level of customization to do well at them, which the Hobbit quests really do. So, on those grounds, they're not really very good for the sort of campaign mode setup, because you really want to customize your deck in order to stand a chance. I mean, particularly Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dean, you can't customize your deck. Well, obviously you can customize your deck, but you can't customize your hero lineup, and that'd still be a good thing. Anyway, I'm not having treasures, it's fine. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Goodbye.